what we're really talking about is the culture within bureaucratic systems. There needs to be a
Sure.
bureaucratic system. Obviously, the word bureaucracy carries a negative connotation, but actually, as all these different functions come together, that is a coming together, a bureaucracy of different groups. But it has its own culture as they come together, and each group has its own operating culture and its own management system, its own personalities. It's got all that going on, and then they come together. And the absence of risk ownership, I mean, it does remind me of other situations. In fact, the Rwandan war, the Rwandan genocide, is part of
Mm.
the UN's own inability to act. The UN's and they spent, I think, 11 days, maybe 14 days, discussing who was going to pay for the painting of UN vehicles before they were sent out, which is utterly, utterly shocking.
Mm.
And I'm sure from the outside they'd also be utterly shocked. But when they're in it, it's just getting through the day and working out what needs doing without anyone taking a decision because they can't take those decisions.
Can I just come in just before you're going to proceed the conversation? I once saw a patient who had burnt down his house. It burnt down his house. I won't go into too much of the details, but because he believed there were intruders there. His house was an apartment, so it burnt down a block of flats. I kept him. I looked after him for a long period of time. We started him on treatment. We needed to discharge him. We obviously needed to discharge him to a place where there wasn't a gas cooker. I think that would make sense, right, Jonathan? We spent 2 weeks discussing whether social services or healthcare, the NHS should pay for the electric cooker. And one day of admission is £300, right? So you could, or it was £300 at that time. It's probably more actually. So you could work out what we were doing. We were just debating nothingness. Do you know what I mean? There are other people who need to come, sick patients and these kind of things. But again, it's that absence of ownership. Who takes the lead